Hello, it is a dark episode for July the 30th, 2025. I finished Time and the Gods today, the second in my Lord Dunsany books, all published like 1905, 1906, somewhere in there. And they are surprisingly kind of modern books, in that you can tell that these are books that are kind of written post-religion, or post the hegemony of religion, because it seems to really underline the fact that there's a whole bunch of different prophets in this book talking about the gods, and they're all saying different things, and none of them match up, as the king at the very end points out. And it's and the most clear-eyed people are just like, you're nothing. You are, the perspective on it of this is not an egocentric, a human-centric book in a way, or it acknowledges the fact that is the fallacy of looking at things from our perspective, or the fallacy that from looking from our perspective as human beings, you cannot see really anything in the world, at least from a spiritual sense. I mean, you could probably make an argument that from a scientific point of view, we at least come to it from the point of view of we don't know a lot, and we have to experiment and fumble around and kind of come up with guesses, but know that there are guesses, that they're theories, and that we test these theories. So I found this book strangely modern in its outlook. I was expecting kind of old fuddy-duddy, even kind of just J.R.R. Tolkien kind of level of stuff, and it's like, oh no, this is turtles all the way down. This is God is dead, kind of Nietzschean kind of level of stuff. This is, there's a whole bunch of different ways of different beliefs, and they all say that they're right, but they can't all be right, and maybe none of them are right, or all of them are guesses. All of them are us stumbling around in the dark. All of us, I really enjoyed the book. Other than that, God, I was feeling tired again today. I don't know if it's heat or not. I'm really enjoying, let's do my book report. I'm really enjoying reading Tipping the Velvet. Very much performative sexuality, but it's not just like I'm making it up, but it's just like, this is how I express myself. This is how I create myself, is through a performance. It's not like fake, but it's sometimes it's conjuring something into being. Nancy starts out away from working on the stage, and then working as a rent, basically a prostitute, sex worker, and then being kept. And now we're coming into a third section, which will be interesting to see where she goes from here. Yeah. I'm curious to see, is this a book that is looking down on sex stuff? Or, I mean, you can definitely go from it of like, well, these are definitely people who are doing this for economic reasons. And, there's that too. I don't know. I will continue reading the book and find out. I have definitely gotten a good reading pattern going, and I'm getting a good bit of reading done, which I kind of really enjoy at the moment. That is really good. Haven't done any booktube stuff, but I'm actually being a reader, which is good. And my coworker, who has been off since before I was off, is going to be coming back tomorrow as an extra, not as doing the actual shift, but as an extra, which will be interesting. I have to make sure that we support her, make sure she doesn't do stuff and that we don't expect her to do stuff because I don't want her to hurt herself. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how that works. All right, I'm going to leave it there. More videos later.